When I was younger, I was an avid reader. I loved books. I had a passion for art, theater, writing, and any type of creative outlet. I saw books as just another form of art. The first school project I remember working on was a book report on Junie B. Jones. I spent every day after school making sure the details of that project were just right. I wanted to create a visual representation of everything that book meant to my third grade self. A week later, after seeing the passion I had for the project and story itself, my mom took me to see the play, Junie B. Jones, at a children's theater called Imagination Station. That was when I fell in love with stories and the many ways to tell them. Books, art, poetry, theater. After that, I more specifically fell in love with quotes. I was particularly drawn to S.E. Hinton. As she once said, "He sure put things into words good." Quotes began to flood the walls of my room and every notebook I owned. I was always searching for quotes that would make me think a little harder. I logged quotes, ones that I found and some of my own, and I would categorize them, referencing them pretty often, probably more often than I should have. But through my hundreds of quotes, there are always just a few that meant more to me than any others. And some that I would never get out of my head, and some I never wanted to. And as my collections of books grew, I found the same thing. Through all this, I never lost the feeling that words were art. In fact, the feeling grew stronger, as did my connection to some quotes and stories. I wanted to use the words I loved to create something beautiful, something that was wholly and completely mine. Art inspired by the art that I loved most. And I found a permanent solution, a visual representation of the quotes and the stories that I loved. I crafted something that was wholly and uniquely mine, a tattoo, an image of the words inspired by the stories that meant more to me than anything. Literacy has always been an important part of my life. I love literature and I love books, and I know that's an ongoing journey for me. There are many more books for me to ceaselessly highlight in search of the perfect quote.